Hey guys, EV Sportline here, showing you how to install one of our new products, our Rivian R1T and R1S Nerf bar kit. Alright, so taking a look at what comes in the kit, we have our two Nerf bars for driver and passenger side, 4 nut plates with welded nuts, 4 brackets. We have 2 rear and 2 front. You'll know which one's which by the letter stamped, R for rear and F for front. We have our hardware, and then we have 3 bits for you, a T27, a T20, and a TP55 bit. The tools we'll need for this install is a breaker bar, torque wrench, ratchet, an extension, a swivel joint, some sockets in 9/16, 7/16, and 1/4 inch, the TP55, a T27, and a T20 bit. Let's get into it. Before we crawl under our Rivian, we're going to want to set the ride height to the highest setting. For our first generation R1T, we're going to put it in off-road mode. While this is raising up, we can also go into our settings, vehicle, access, and scroll down to kneel vehicle upon parking. It's recommended that you turn this off, as the Nerf bars are going to be hanging a little bit lower than stock, and so we're not going to need the vehicle to go into entry mode when we leave our vehicle. Hopping out of the car and looking at the driver's side Nerf bar, we're going to want to prop it up so that we can see this rectangular slot. So I'm going to prep this like this is the front and this is the rear. We're going to take our nut plates and slide them to where the load-bearing side or the upright side is going to have the plate backing. I'll slide right through the rectangular slot on the both left and the right sides. We'll take our front and rear brackets. Again, find the letter that denotes F or R. And we're going to match the 3 holes with the 3 holes that are on the nut plate. We can thread in our hardware. These can remain hand tight for now. Moving underneath the vehicle, you will notice that we don't have any of our trim panels on. For an instructional video on how to do that, click the link above. We're going to be mounting these running boards to the 4th and 6th TP55 bolt when we're counting from the front. So you have number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll be removing this one, 5, and 6 over here. So I'll start and I'll take a breaker bar and our supplied TP55 bit. With both TP55s removed in the number 4 and number 6 position, I wanted to really quickly mock up one of our front brackets into position 4. So we created adjustability in this TP55 mounting hole, both in this direction and in this direction, so that we can mount in the different configurations that Rivian offers. So our refreshed Model S and R1T, we're going to use this front slot, and the non-refreshed R1S is also going to use this front slot. Our Gen 1 R1T is going to use the slot that comes out towards the outside of the vehicle. Essentially, what we're looking for is we want this foot pad to land on the apex of this weld. So if we were to bolt this up, we would want it to sit in a position like so, where we have the apex fully under the foot pad of our bracket. Now let's jump back to our assembled driver's side Nerf bar. With the TP55 bolts out of position 4 and 6 of our Rivian, we can slide our hand-tight brackets into the areas that would align them best with our car. And that's gonna be pretty close to center of these steps. So we'll take our TP55s, put them in like that. I'm doing this portion of the install solo, but it's helpful to have a friend or a partner who can help you line everything up. There's a lot of adjustability with this product option. I like to start to try to line up the beginning of the board with this trim panel. So I will do that before locking down any of the bolts. But with this product, you can move it to wherever feels comfortable if you want it a little bit further forward or a little bit further back. With the step in the desired position, we can lock down our TP55 and torque it to 80 foot-pounds. Repeat this step on position 6. With both bolts tight, we can torque it down to 80 foot-pounds. With the TP55 bolts fully torqued down, we can start tightening our bracket bolts. Note that you might want to have a friend or yourself push this up as far as possible before tightening these. And once those are tight, we could snug them down to 23 foot-pounds. With these bracket bolts torqued down, we can go and torque down the rear. And just like that, our Rivian now has its very own set of Nerf bars. Perfect for mom, grandma, even the kids. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.